Hi. If you can read, and if you can't, I'll read to you. This says, "To you, with thanks, Marilyn." That's me, Marilyn Price on the Mentor Project. I decided to switch my camera around a little bit today so you could say hi to my friends that I work with, which is a place that I am most thankful to have so that I can reach you. Today, we are going to say thank you in a lot of different ways. And why are we doing that? Well, we should do it anyway, every single day of our lives, at least. Oh, I'm going to go for 100 times, and you do in a variety of ways. Thank you is a smile. Hi, good to see you. That's a thank you. Thank you is to people that mentor you, like friends at the Mentor Project. Thank you is the ability to do whatever we do to make someone else do some of those things, like say thank you. So today is all about thank you. And Thanksgiving is next week. Now, I don't know when you're going to watch this, if you're going to watch it at all, or listen to it on a podcast. But for today, I'm going to take a very familiar group of everyday objects and create them into characters. And then, as is the custom in our house, we're going to say thank you and drink a nice big glass of water to you. I got a lot of things around my house that say thankful, grateful. And these, of course, if you've also watched before, can be easily made into thankful, grateful puppets. I also have a little book I wrote with a buddy of mine that's called From Gratitude to Blessings and Back. That's another way to say thank you and to bring someone else to the table, be it God or people that made recipes for you, and say thank you to them. So we are going to use everyday objects, which is how we got started here on the Mentor Project, creating puppets out of things you had around the house, just in case you couldn't get to the store. So this is my love note to you. And I don't know how many of you love mail, real mail, snail mail, but opening up a card that was sent just to you is awesome. So what I'm going to do with you is to show you how to make some puppets in a variety of different ways using the simplest of materials, like maybe the envelope you got a love note from me to you. And if you haven't got one lately, let me know and I'll send you one as well. Just write to the Mentor Project, say, would you give this to Marilyn? Because I want to say, make me a puppet. And she will. But just in case you do not have anything near you that you could do that with, maybe you have an old envelope. This is an oldie but goodie. Uh, Full transparency, I did not design this. It was designed by a puppeteer named Sherry Lewis. Sherry Lewis was very famous for doing a puppet named Lamb Chop. Now, Lamb Chop is still around, even though Sherry is not, but her daughter Mallory uses Lamb Chop to entertain and to educate. So, speaking of education, the mail person just came. You say, thank you for bringing me the mail. I think it's magic how mail comes to you. I never could do it. You open up the envelope, you take out whatever's inside. Oh, I got a letter from my great 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 grandma Xavier Jean, and you're gonna read it. You're gonna keep it. You might even want to keep the envelope, but just in case you don't, I'm gonna take off the sticky part. Although the sticky part's cool, that which covers the sticky part, and then I'm gonna put this inside just to get rid of it. That is called the flap. Very fancy. Okay, then I'm gonna take this thing here. Practice first. Hi, hi. You want to become a puppet holder? Excellent. Then I'm going to say open, shut, just to practice. Open, shut. Note the fingers stay together, these four. And this dude here, the thumb, stays as well. I'm going to put my hand in so you can see. Four go on top, one goes on the bottom. Got it? Four on top. Can't see my one in the bottom, but where else could it be, right? It's not anywhere else. Then I'm going to take the other hand, because everyone has a job here, and push like that. What do you say? Thank you. Exactly. Thank you. Thank you for making an envelope into a puppet. Whoa, hippie hooray. But, oh, I can't see your beautiful eyes. Can you? No? Should we get you some? What are some of the ways we can make beautiful eyes? You're thinking I should use a marker? No? Oh, what are you thinking? Are you thinking? It's hard to think without me being able to look you in the eye. You know what I think we're going to do? We're going to use stickers. Lots of different kinds of stickers in the world. So there's plain old stickers that you can use to mark things, to remember where they are. And then I found these a while back. It used to be covered with stickers. It's not anymore. But what it is these really, really odd looking eyes. I totally love them. So that's one odd looking eye. Mm-hmm. You want two? Don't talk with your mouth. Okay, here he goes. All right. Now we have two eyes. And they're not the same size. Mm-mm. We're going to do something with this later because these are amazing to use, even though you think, what are you talking about, Marilyn? They're all gone. They're not. Now, see? Whoops. Oh, no. You lost your eyeball. Do I have another eyeball? We do. I guess these eyeballs have been around for a while. We're in luck. We got another one. And guess what? This one isn't the same either. Cool. You know what I may do the other? Now, first we're going to give you a tongue. Now, this time, you could do a red sticker. Or you could ask your friend here to hold the pen. So you can get the cap off. I just did a workshop. You know what? I said to the kids, please put the caps on. They were either that or way stronger than me. So what you need your puppet to do is to open up really wide and make a tongue right here. You can make it very fancy and you can color it in and then you can say, oh, that's a mess. You can give it teeth or you can give it no teeth, in which case your job is just done. Now I'm going to do what I asked the kiddos to do, which is always to close the marker and hear the marker closing click. Ready? Ah, do you hear it? Love that noise. Okay. So now we have two eyes and a tongue. Now, watch this kind of magic here, because we like to use everything around the house. So what the sticker people don't tell you is that if you pull, see all that leftover stuff, that black stuff? Sometimes it's hard to get at, but I think I'm going to let you watch me struggle with it before I take a scissors and say, what? And get the edges off. See, there you go. Look. What can she do with that? Is this Swiss cheese that's gone bad? Or is it the world's coolest sticker paper? What are we going to do with that? Would you like to be covered with sticker paper? Now, the best way to do that is to just stretch them back out. This is called using what you got. Using what you got is something to be grateful for. So what I'm going to do, and that'll help his eyes stay on, and he does love that, is to put this over here. I think he's also going to get glasses in the same stuff. You can't see this yet because I want to surprise you. And then what you're going to do is flip it over. And use that same sticker. That were the outlines of our weird stickers. I always call those weird stickers because I don't know what else to call them. They are actually all different. And then we're going to do what we did before. This part. Open them, shut them, and make sure that his... Oh, look at you. You're amazing. You are amazing. And we did it all with the... Lovely. Help. Oh, you know what you look like? You look like a catcher on the baseball team. Play ball. Awesome job. Envelopes around the house. Do you have to be this kind of envelope? No, my friend says. So we're going to put him back where he came from. And then, you know what you can do? You can write a note to a friend. Put it in the envelope. And even though it won't go through the United States Postal Office, I think, maybe not, even if you put a stamp on it, or maybe it would. I'll have to try that out and send you a note. You can write something inside. Maybe you could even say, watch Marilyn make a puppet out of an envelope that she learned from a book by Sherry Lewis, probably 60 years ago. The book was written. And then they can make a puppet out of this envelope you sent them. And then you know what they're going to do? They're going to call you up on the phone and say, thank you. Maybe they'll write you a note to say, thank you. Cool. Let's see. Oh, all right. We're on the subject of envelopes. So let's just pretend you only have number 10s. Yeah, that's their name. Number 10 envelopes. And those are great for writing long letters. So what we're going to do is take this off, so there's no longer an ability to seal on the outside, but definitely a way to seal on the inside. Then we're going to get a totally different looking puppet. Why? Because it'll have a great big mouth. Beak. Beak. Could it be a bird? Yeah, it could be. I think we'll make this one a bird. Just because that one was just an odd puppet. Whoa. Look at you, my friend. Matter of fact, it has so much extra envelope, we're going to do something really special to it. I'm not even going to get a scissors, because you can do this. You rip down like that. You have a top knot. You can turn it like that. You can turn it like that. He's got ears. What do you think he could be if he has ears? You want to make a noise like a bunny? Because bunnies don't make noise? Okay, how about a cat? Meow. Excellent cat noise. All right. What if he wants feet at the same time? Long envelopes are great for feet and ears. So we're going to turn this down and this down. All right. One more time. Ready, set? Oh, wow. Now you look like something totally different. What do you think? What? Gribbet. Oh, he thinks he looks like a gribbet. What is a gribbet? Oh, a frog? Mm-hmm. Wow. I wonder if they have any green envelopes. I don't. Too bad, because green envelopes would be great. Well, you know, they don't. And look what I found. Tongues. A sheet of tongues. So in case you don't want to work too hard with a marker, you can work really less with a sticker. Hello. I'm stuck on you. I'm stuck on you too. Now, how about eyes for him? Mm-hmm. Would you like 4 eyes? Or 2? 3? You want 3? No, jeez, puppets. You know, some people think puppets don't talk. I'm going to give him 4, just because I feel generous. So I have this thing. Oh, you know what I just found? You're going to be happy. I just found green eyes. I think green eyes would be better than not. So I am going to do something that I normally wouldn't do, and that is to rip this apart. Nah. Should I get a scissors? Yeah, there's one right back here. Oh, that was a good stretch. That was my reaching for the scissors yoga stretch. So I'm going to cut it because I have scissors and I could. And I'll put this extra eyes. Now, I did not introduce you to the greatest invention since something. This is called a roll of eyeballs. I think there's 500 sets of eyes. And for all you math aficionados, this is 1,000 eyeballs. And they come in pairs, which is only right. So I'm going to put his eyeballs, and they come like that. They come in all different kinds. Well, it's not actually true. They come in series. So this is the green eyeballs. These are the black and white eyeballs. Note they're different. Yep, I could have eyes in the back of my head. No, I'm not going to do that. That's kind of freaky. I'll just put them here on my book that holds up my screen. Okay. So what are you now? Ribbit. Should I color you green? Okay. It's not easy, you know. What? You know the song. It's not easy being green. Who sang that song? Kermit. I love Kermit. I love Kermit too. Awesome. Another use for an envelope. Then you can do something really very, very easier. Easier? Yeah, very easier. And I like to use one of these for that. It's called a stapler. Let me make sure. And I do. I have staples. I'm going to take another number 10. It's like these. Isn't that pretty? I'm going to roll it up like a tube. This is going to be a thankful tube puppet. Maybe it will be a puppet tree because it came with leaves. And then I'm going to take one of these staples. Oop, yep. And then I'm going to staple on the top. And a staple on the bottom. Well, truth told, either one could be the top or the bottom. And then I'm going to hold it up like that. See? Now, why is it a puppet? Because you're going to put your fingers inside. Yay! Or you can even make it bigger and put all your fingers inside. But for now, because I want them to stand up, let's see if I have the right kind. I don't. Okay. That. Now, what if you wanted to put hair on top of your puppet's head, you're going to take a piece of tissue paper. There will come a time, and it will be soon, that there'll be tissue paper sitting around the house waiting to wrap up pretty presents or give hair to the puppet. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to put a little bit of hair in the puppet here. And then again, we'll make some more eyes. But this time we're going to show you a different way to make eyes. So I'm going to sit him over here. If you move over here. Could you, oh, maybe if you move over. Oops, and he's going to fall off camera. So we're just going to keep him there. Okay, and then I'm going to take these stickers. So if you take these stickers and you cut one in half, being careful not to cut my finger. I know you don't want to see that on camera. And then we'll be done. Okay, so now I have half an eye. And where's a good place to store it? Of course, on my hand. And a half an eye here. And then I'm going to reach over and get, let's see, front. I think we'll leave that in the back. And we'll put an eyeball here. Now, if you were interested in making, for some reason, a puppet that looks sleepy, maybe he would be your early morning puppet, right? What kind of mouth could he have? Just a dot is perfectly fine. If you remember a puppet, you might not because you are so very young, named Kukla. He didn't have much of a mouth at all. As a matter of fact, as long as we're cutting dots in half, forget the marker, we're going to take my sheet of red. And if we can cut one in half, getting to be a big mess here in my studio. Oh, that's what studios do sometimes. Again, I'm going to cut this in half. Great. And I'm going to just take a half. And this way, your puppet, happy or sad, can change expressions by simply removing its mouth. So I'm going to just show you with the mouth. Does he look happy? He does. But what if in the story he has to be sad? You just turn his mouth upside down. You could also, if you really, really want to be silly, put his mouth on the inside. Let's give him, I'm going to give him great big eyes this time. I think I'll even take those two eyes that I gave to my book. Thank you, book. And put them here. There he is. So sad. But guess what? We're having pumpkin pie for dessert, his very favorite. So you can immediately do one of two things. You can change his eyes and put them here. Yay for pumpkin pie. Move his hair too. I mean, after all, you got to do something. You're a puppeteer, right? There you are. You have one happy pumpkin-eating puppet pie. An envelope. Envelopes do so many wonderful things. And if you're feeling particularly clever, and you should, because you are a participant, you can take said envelope, and again, this time something a little bit more adventuresome. Make it up on your own. So here's a perfectly fine envelope. We're going to cut off the edge. I'd say the bottom or the top, but this is the side. And you're going to have a puppet that you can put your hand in. And once you get your hand in there, the possibilities are pretty much endless. It could stand like that. It could turn like this. If you turn it like this, you can open them, shut them again. Or maybe you want it to stay closed. Or maybe you want to bend it for ears. Here's the cool part about envelopes. No matter what, oh, you're adorable. Not me, the envelope. No matter what you do, it will be your design. But the thing I want you to mostly remember in these times of Thanksgiving, which should be every day, is that it's yours. And somebody, oh, you know what's happening here? Wait till you see. I think you'll be surprised. It's not what I meant to have happen. And that's what I'm telling you. Doesn't have to be what you started out for it to be. It could become just about anything. Oh, you are quite adorable. Again, not me, the puppet. Oh, yes. Oh. I always wanted one of these, but you know what? I never wanted to walk one or take one one out when it needed to go out. Even though they cuddle and they love on you, here is our brand new puppy, Ruff Ruff. And you can move it like this yourself. Ruff Ruff. So here's the message from me to you. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in today. Thank you for being part of the Mentor Projects programs. Thank you for everything. When I was a kid in my house, this is what we did every night. Most important thing. When I was 4, my brother was 6. We didn't cook dinner yet. Sometimes we made stuff, but we not yet. My daddy and my mom and I and my bro would sit around the table and we would talk. I don't remember about what, although somewhere back here I think I do. And sometimes when we had company, like my uncle, my silly Uncle Buddy, and we would laugh a lot and he would make things for, I know we've done this before, he would maybe bring a bunny to the table on our favorite cloth napkins, because we used cloth napkins then, and truth told, I didn't know. So when the bunny would come to the table, hello, we would laugh and say thank you to my uncle who made us laugh. And he would say, wait, we're not done. Abracadabra. And the bunny was gone. Awesome. And always, every single time, before we were allowed to leave the table to do our job of cleanup, we said to the person who had cooked, if it were my grandma, my grandpa, my dad, even when we would put stuff together, or my brother who was in charge of creating the salad, we said, thank you. Thank you to the local community that helped us. Thank you to all the people that helped us get by. It was like leaving the biggest tip of all, but it had nothing to do with money. It had to do with that which we need to do to say thank you. So, from me, Marilyn Price, to you, not only should you make a puppet and tell a story, because that is a great gift, but thank you, thank you, thank you. This is part 1 of a series of 2. So if today is about thank you, what do you think the second show is about? I think you'll know, because you will be, oops, my puppet, oh, I'm going to leave it on there. Very, very welcome. This is us saying to you with love, thank you, thank you, and thank you. And that, let's see, is the